All right, back with the 2019 Vader. I haven't done a lot since the last video. I have done a couple of things though. I changed the mirrors to the bar end style mirrors, and now I have some visibility behind me, whereas before I had to like move to one side or the other to see through the stock mirrors. And plus, the stock mirrors were round, and these mirrors seem to fit everything better. Like they even fit the shape of the turn signals. I guess you can't see it from that side. But if you notice, they actually are the same shape, basically. Not exactly, but as the turn signals. So they sort of fit with the whole form of the bike. I did that. I also put in a throttle tube that gives me, about a half turn now. And, you know, with the carburetor, the bigger carburetor, there's a longer throw. So the throttle was like way too far, had to be turned. So that half turn throttle makes it feel a lot better. It feels strong. You know, it just makes the bike feel a lot better, and you know where you are in the throttle now. Whereas before I couldn't really tell where I was at as far as if I was full throttle or close or somewhere in the middle. So I like that. And that's about all I've done. Aside from that, I've just been riding it. You know, I went ahead and I did things like I put two-sided tape, little foam backed two-sided strips of tape between all the plastic parts where they met together. And I went through and I really extensively found every little buzz and shake on the bike and eliminated those. I put in brackets. You know, you could tell that on this bike there's places where things should have been, but they're not, like brackets that hold the speedometer wire and the front brake cable to the lower clamp there. Different things like rubber grommets to keep this clean and nice in there. Just, I went through the whole bike and tried to fix all those little items. I noticed my clutch has always been real tight, and it's because it wasn't sitting down inside there all the way. I don't know if any of you had that problem with yours. But all in all, since I've done the things to the bike, it is just a pleasure to ride. The gearing now, the thing cruises along at a real 45 miles an hour at 6,000 RPM, which is very comfortable now. I have the shock set because I'm about 145 pounds. I've got the shock set at its lowest, the least compressed on the spring. And you know, that helps the bike from pogoing because you're only getting so much shock dampening there. And if you got the spring turned way up, you're going to get a lot of bouncing as you enter or something. You go into a corner and you're going to bounce through it a little bit. Whereas with the spring that way, it feels a lot better. The bike's more comfortable. I don't really bottom out. I've never noticed it bottom out, so I like that. And I added about 20 cc's of 7-weight Bel-Ray fork oil to the forks, which has helped the way they top out kind of abruptly, and they just feel a little bit better. Not a big improvement. So anyway, next I'm going to do the oil coolers. I had to get some tools so I could make my cuts and do the oil coolers on this. So aside from that, all I've been doing is riding it, and just been riding it and been enjoying the heck out of it. I'm getting used to the fender like that, no fender in back. So overall, I'm just really, really enjoying the bike now. So I recommend doing the mods to this bike to bring out the bike that's there, you know. So next, the oil coolers. Then after that, I'd like to build the exhaust, but I think I'm going to put the big bore in there, get more grunt out of it. So that's it for now. Vader later this time.